Where are you, William Barr? Did you hear any of you out there that listen to President Trump on Rush Limbaugh? He's going to tell William Barr in his face how disgusted he is. Because I don't know if I said this and I didn't off the top of the show. Guess what William Barr said? We're not going to have a report or anything until after the election. Oh, really? Remember? Every single time I said, I don't owe William Barr or John Durham anything. I gave them the benefit of the doubt over and over again, based on other sources, people in, on Capitol Hill who were like, oh, they're going to have indictments. Oh, wait a minute. Not just indictments. They're going to issue a report, an interim report. Where is that report, John Durham? And you know what? I don't even really care about a report. We've read about 1 billion reports, right? We've read all of them. U.S. intelligence, Robert Mueller, everybody. We already know what happened. And we're finding out every day so much more.
Gallo Wine Company is the world of wine. Listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify.
Yes. And they said to me, Sarah, the biggest story that no one is paying attention to, the one that will allow the Russians, that will allow the Chinese, that will allow any enemy state access to our nation, is the corruption inside our own bureaucracy. It's the failure to hold the bureaucrats accountable. And these bureaucrats have brought in their friends. They're corrupted. They don't, in fact, how many times did we see people in Washington, D.C. with degrees from online universities, by the way, folks, that weren't even real? People bringing in their friends, people selling out our nation. There was no accountability. It's just a big machine, a machine that feeds off of itself. And because we're so busy working, we're so busy trying to take care of our families, go to the grocery store, take our kids to a doctor's appointment, dealing with sick family members, just trying to survive. That's all we're doing. We're just trying to live, just trying to make our lives worth living, fighting for this country, fighting for those ideals. We entrust that our lawmakers, like Senator Lindsey Graham and all these other people that, by the way, came on television and promised you justice would be served. They said, guess what? We're going to fight for you. Justice is going to be served. And what have they done? They have all used us. Where are they? Where's the DOJ? Do you realize? I was looking today at the Department of Justice. They send me these press releases about all the amazing things they do every day, right? All these amazing things. Some of them are. They do enforce the law, and they sometimes get really bad guys. And I got one today. It was like a big deal. Owner of a Japanese fishing vessel pleads guilty to unlawful trafficking of shark fins. I don't like shark finning. I think shark finning is gross. But they found a Japanese vessel with shark fins in the middle of an ocean, and they were able to prosecute this guy. And look, with us, we have evidence pouring out of every part of Washington, D.C., of every investigation conducted by the Inspector General, Michael Horowitz, Devin Nunes, his investigations, all of the people that have stepped forward, all of the documentation that came from Director of National Intelligence, John Ratcliffe, also Rick Grinnell, all of these documents that show us how corrupt and how criminal the behavior was of senior Obama administration officials. By the way, those officials are also backed up by establishment Republicans that absolutely hate Trump, that actually love them, like Michael Hayden, who formerly headed the NSA, like the Bushes, like the Clintons. And you know what? I don't want to jump the gun here, but William Barr. What about William Barr? Let me play you a clip. This is a clip, President Trump. I want you to hear it on Maria Bartiromo and what he had to say about Biden and Obama and holding people accountable for one of the most corrupt crimes in the history of our nation against the American people and a U.S. president. Listen to this.
Unless Bill Barr indicts these people for crimes, the greatest political crime in the history of our country, then we're going to get little satisfaction unless I win, and we'll just have to go, because I won't forget it. But these people should be indicted. This was the greatest political crime in the history of our country, and that includes Obama, and it includes Biden. These are people that spied in my campaign, and we have everything. Now they say they have much more, okay? And I say, Bill, we got plenty. You don't need any more.
Can you believe that? I can. I'm listening to President Trump, and I'm saying to myself, 100% President Trump, you are absolutely right. They are all criminals. And guess what? One of them is running right now for office. You know, William Barr says he can't, and they made this statement before, and I don't want to put this all in his words, because John Durham, we kept hearing that he might not issue a report because of the election, and they don't want election interference. And then somebody else came out and said, no, there won't be any election interference. Who the heck cares? It doesn't apply to this. This is all a separate issue, and that being the Russia hoax and holding all these people accountable, like Andrew McCabe, like Peter Strzok, with the FBI, Lisa Page, all of these other players, right, that were involved in trying to basically remove a president from office. All of these other players. And they said that. They were saying, and then we heard Barr come out and say, no, that's not going to happen. And now nothing. And now they're going to do absolutely nothing until after the election.